Hello, welcome back to. I really want to say the right opinion because I've been watching the right opinion videos. Anyway, Kerbal Space Program, where I've done a whole lot off screen, mostly testing in my sandbox mode, trying to figure out if the Eve rover is going to work, the ship, as well as the ejection to it, checking ejection angles, as well as get out of here, checking this versus this, which is the same as this thing here, as well as all that versus what this says for ejection angles. What the hell? Oh, hide my debris. I don't care about it. Wait. Yeah, that's still coming in, man. How is that still not gone? I have no idea what happened here. Anyway, hide my debris. I did move all of my junk sets onto the debris, just so they're just a little bit more out of the way. Hold on here. I did put a launch. I did launch this just a little bit ago. My new moon station. And I forget to name these things, unfortunately. Well, not so much name it, but change its icon. Accept. Boom. So that's ready to go. I've got a planned list here of stuff. So things that I have done was I checked the rover, which I've come to the conclusion it's not going to work exactly. If I want it to work, I'm going to need to send out a set of RA-15 relays and do a polar orbit. Well, I mean, I could do equatorial, but I feel like it'd be easier to do a polar orbit because I'll have equatorial for the RA-2s, and the RA-2s are mainly for general coverage. I also checked the height that I needed for some of those to get the certain things. Descending onto the planet and how that would work. Landed in the ocean a couple times, so I've learned that I need to pay attention to where these oceans are. There's a lot of ocean. Probably try to land somewhere like there. Stuff like that, yeah. I also came to the realization that I did not have anywhere near enough reaction wheels. So I had to pull the old one out of orbit and launch a new one into orbit. So I lost all that money for the fuel to get things into orbit, as well as pretty much anything that wasn't the rover. So I had to put some reaction wheels on that thing, because it just would not rotate to save a life. That's something I need to get better at, is reaction wheels. Did all that. Built a bunch of things. Mainly redid that moon station booster to make sure I got everything. I got the Minmus station fix, which is what I'm going to launch up now. This is the little bit of fuel that I need, plus the pod that I need. This should get me actually, hold on, before I forget, let's do it again. Reaction wheels. Maybe I should put a big one. Hold on. Yeah, let's go with that. Ooh. Alright. Oh, and I never checked this, did I? So, I want these to be I don't think this is going to be that great of a launch because of that right there. That's just not very good. But hey, we'll see. We will see, I guess. I might just have to throw some Reliance on there. I thought I'd try just different booster designs. It kind of gets a little boring doing the same, you know, big Rocco Max tank, and then either a skipper and a mainsail, and then either 2 twin bores on the side, you know, or just 2 giant tanks of fuel with skippers, usually. So, this is to go up into orbit and finish out my Minmus station. That's the big thing here. Oh, I also did drive around and get a lot of science finished up. As well. So, I picked up a whole lot of science around the VAB, or not the VAB, the KSC. That's what I meant. As well as I did drive all the way out to this little mountain range. Yeah, that one right there. With my little science explorer. My little science rover. Grabbed up a little bit of science. I couldn't buy anything with it. Well, I could, but I want to save it. But I just more did it so I could, like, stop having partial sciences. I just wanted, like, all my science to be done. This is where I'm scared, is right when these stop. Oh, I thought I need to pull way more fuel out of that. Turn on my lights. Jeez, this isn't... I don't think this is going to work. I think I'm going to have to change this booster. We're turning over a little too hard right now. Might just need to put quad Reliance on here. I don't know, man. This is kind of sketchy. I don't think I've got enough fuel for this. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. We'll check. We'll check. I don't think I do. Not at that. Not at that level. Come on. Yeah, this is I am completely unsure. Are you... What the hell? Hold on. I'm gonna use too much. Aren't I? Why wasn't this staged properly? Yeah, 1480. There's no way. No way. Well... I'm gonna revert it. And I think I'm gonna swap out those swivels for reliance. I think that's one thing that would help. Yeah, that'll look good. Okay. Oh, and the other thing I want to do, bring this solid fuel down to like 1.6. Lastly, I thought I'd turn this blink on. There we go. Let's give it a shot. Alright, try again. Might be a little bit harder this time without the swivel, the thrust vectoring, whatever you want to call it exactly. Just want to pull this up a little bit if you don't mind. A little too hard. There we go, that should be good. Don't know why that got all the way up there. I do like that you can... Hey, what? I auto-strutted these, didn't I? Worked last time. Yeah, let's try that. Sorry, this is already just kind of going, not horribly, don't get me wrong. Like, at least in comparison to other people that I've watched. Like, I do recommend Northernlion's play through this, if you even want to call it a playthrough, I guess. But when he played it, it was very interesting. He had some very unique ideas when it came to rocket design. got to there, huh? Oh. Why are you twisting so much? And now I gotta do this again. I keep forgetting. And I want to put this down here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I actually think that might be more of a glitch or a bug than anything. I mean, then again, I could be completely wrong and just maybe there's just too much thrust behind it. With how steep this likes to seem to get, I think I'm going to try this other tactic again of adjusting my thrust. Because I did have a little less delta V than usual here. And it can drop your delta V cost quite a bit. Of course, I didn't build mine thinking of that, and that is a thing to consider. When you're doing it. Try to drop it down. Once we get above 50,000, I feel like we can pop that out. Just trying to remember how they said to do this part. I get it to like there. Oh, I'm still on a physics warp, that's why. I mean, it definitely worked, because I got my periapsis, like, pretty nicely out. There we go. I mean, look at that, 52. So it worked. I'm floored to have only 52. That's like right on the money. If considering I didn't build this to have that done properly. Yeah. So, I say we just kick it. Get rid of that. And we'll do that. Alright, so first things first. Set this as my target. Give me this as my sending node. No, not switch to. No, add maneuver. Jesus. Alright, so, wrong way. Okay, so we need to... Don't move it that far, Jesus. Come on. Use 0. Okay, so back it up. There we go. I just don't want this to be, like, insane. Is that okay? So I figure we'll get this set up for the most part. That's pretty much it. Get this going, launch it out, and then we will launch out the moon station. And then after that we have to go both to the moon and Minmus. And so what I think I'm gonna do is get to the moon and / Minmus, both places when I get there. Well, the Minmus might not be so much because that has to be a done, one and done type of thing. Essentially I have to show up, get off. I'm using, oh, that's the other thing. I built an all-in-one for my Minmus freaking contract that I've been trying to get done. So I can just land, get done. Also, I don't know if I should have put this engine on here, but I decided to. Because its thrust to weight ratio is going to be horrible. Hey, whoa. What is going on? Please tell me that's going to fix itself. Yeah, okay, it is. I was looking at my periapsis over here and I was getting kind of scared. Yeah, I have a terrier on there instead of a poodle. Anyway, back to what I was trying to get to, which was I'm gonna meet up with the lander, and from there I think I'm gonna rendezvous with the station. We'll rendezvous with the station, and then we'll do our landing. So, right about here, we should have a, what did my miss here? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my thing. An intercept is usually 9:30. The plane change always says 340, but I always usually spend about 200. Oh my god, moon. Oh, no, not so far. Okay. Now, let's lift this up. There we go. Focus view. Okay, open up my node again. So now is when we try to find that, right there, that point. And we were looking to meet up here. So I think what I'm planning on doing is we'll just get to here, and then from here I'll do like a mid-course correction, if that makes sense, to try to set up a rendezvous. So we'll match it right here, and then we can just bring in the orbit to match the rendezvous, and hopefully I can like fix this a little bit. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and warp to the next maneuver. Okay, it's a 3-minute burn. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Well, I think I should have went with the poodle, personally. But I thought, hey, this will give me just a little bit better fuel efficiency with, you know, longer burns, but that's not like the worst thing in the world. I don't know if I showed it. I've got these things here, which are kind of nice. I don't know what soft physics warp is, but I can change my physics warps up a little more. I need to look at what all those tools do. One thing I don't know, like, oops. Unfortunately, physics warp do some really weird things to the physics. I'm curious if that's going to be something that is addressed in the sequel, where you'll be able to have warps and not have weird physics during warps. I assume they'll still have to separate a physics warp versus like a standard warp, because it would just be less computing that would need to be done. You know? Okay, that works. Works for me right now, at least. We'll throw on a mid-course correction, and here we will bring this bad boy closer. Let's pull this up. So, bring it down. So we're at like a 20. That's too far. That is not, I don't think. Yeah, that's tiny. There we go, man. So that's that. Throw this. This will be course correction and must apply changes. 2 days. All right. We should be good. 252. And I've got RCS thrusters. We're doing 6 here, and it should cost me only like 162 orbit. So I should have like 100 left over. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and launch out the moon station as well. We're going to get that in a perfectly equatorial orbit. That is the plan. And then from there, I'm going to launch to the moon to do, well, maybe I should do my I don't know, man. Do I have enough pilots to do 2 missions? Give me a second. I might do 1 to each Minmus and the moon. What do I have for crew? So I've got 1 pilot, 2 pilots. Yeah, I mean, I can. Might as well. You've been both to the moon and Minmus, right? Yeah. I guess you'll go to... I guess you'll go to the moon. You'll go to Minmus. So I could do that. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll send a team to moon, team to Minmus. The moon people are going to put the lander onto the station. Minmus are going to land and return on the same vessel. Oh, I did pick up a couple things where I have to put a thing into orbit here. Moon station. Do I have another? Oh, I deleted it completely. Okay, good. I mean, not really good, but... Okay, so... Yeah, and with this moon station, I put a little bit of fuel on here. I figured... I don't know if it's enough to refill it a bunch, but at least it should be enough to refill it a little. And I can come dock more things on here. Like, for RCS and all that. So, let's see. Where is the moon? Oh my. Am I really that far off? I'm gonna correct because I can. Oh, come on. Just get to the middle. That's all I need. I do it like... I don't know if I've explained it, but I do that just so I have a little bit of on both sides to be able to, like, fix. Map. And this is going to be hard because this thing's got such a giant thrust. Yeah, that works. So that was, anti-normal, I think. Nope, it was normal. Another time where I should have, like, put a little more, like, whatever you want to call it here. A reaction wheel, that's the word I'm looking for. Boom. How does it look? 0? Perfect. Alright, give me my thrust back. And I saw something. The best place to do this is at right when you can see it off of the planet. So, like, it's a little bit early, but I think that's pretty close. Okay, so focus. Boom, get the maneuver set up. is going on with some of these? Oh, I'm curious. Look at that, man. What the hell is happening? So it looks like I come in, I circle around, I meet it again. And then I hit it. And then I would go flying if I missed it. Anyway. Sorry. That was just kind of interesting to watch. So, let's see. What is a good moon? By the way, I did learn. I guess not learn, but I've come to realize, like, you also need to change your ejection angles the more pro and retrograde you add. So, what if we go like 20k above this one? I feel like 20k is a good enough. Yeah, that looks fine. That would literally slingshot me out. I wouldn't mind learning how to slingshot, but I do feel like it's a little harder to do for me. Get off the prograde. I just wanted you to realign with it. Get on to my maneuver. Get here and ready for staging. How much fuel does this have? 720. I don't remember how much fuel is on the lander. Like, I'll probably just get close and do like another mid-course correction for this as well. But I will save that for next time. Looking good. Getting close, a little too close. Yeah, we'll just go with that for right now, and we'll do a mid-course correction. Add a maneuver. And we will bring it down. more than that. Oop, wrong way. Set that as the target. That's what all I wanted. I just wanted to make sure it was a. Yeah, about there. That's what I think I'll do. Put this on here. We'll call this course direction moon. We'll give us a 2-minute margin on that. Not that it's a big deal when I do it, but... So, you know what? Since it's not a big deal, let's go and do it that way. Apply changes. Alright, man. Oh, shit, dude. Okay. So I think off screen, because I don't know, I guess I don't know if people like to watch the original launch or they just like to see the maneuvers and getting into orbit and all that, or just the actual space flight versus just watching me launch from the pad again and again and again and again. Maybe you like to see the boosters I build or whatever, I don't know. I'll do a quick show, because I didn't show that. I'll show it real quick just in case I haven't. The new Minmus pod I made. And essentially what I did was, instead of doing it, you know, since I can't do it as a lander style, what did I call it? Minmus all-in-one lander. So this is what it looks like. You know, I just copied this over from one of my pre-made boosters. I got a poodle in here with, oops, this fuel right here, this right here. This will get me into orbit of the moon, or Minmus. This is Minmus. This will get me into, you know, eject towards, as well as, oh shit, hold on. This station here. So this is boost, yeah, 1446. Yeah, to get me into orbit, it's going to cost me 1430. So, this will get me to the moon. This will land me and get me back. That's how I, like, did it. Then I put my little science thing in there. So, the crew for this was going to be this. Yeah, exactly. And then I then will send up to the moon and back this one. I don't see. I tried this once and it was okay, but I'm not sure I really care for it. So we're just gonna get rid of it, right? Come on. Guess we'll just do it like that, whatever. And then this crew is going to be these three. I don't have a scientist, so it's probably going to be double engineer, unfortunately. Anyway, I'll probably put those into orbit on my own. We'll come back as I, eject them, and as well as do our maneuvers here. We are getting close. I did check this out. This Duna ejection is pretty close, this one in particular. So hopefully we can get going to Duna soon. Anyway, we're going to end her there. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.